Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Congratulations, you are a parent. Now what? For new parents, this might be helpful. And for veteran parents, giving advice to other parents, new parents, this might be helpful. And also, it's always good to refresh why you're a parent and what are the things that we should always take care of in our parenting journey. Number one, always be grateful. Always. Not everybody gets to be a parent, and it's not just about being a biological parent, but actually being a loving, kind, God-fearing individual in an innocent child's life and raising them well, inshallah. Number two, unlearn your bad habits. It's time to grow up. So start investing in yourself. Number three, work on self-development. Unlearning bad habits and investing in your self-development are similar, but there's a certain further push to unlearning bad habits. Unlearn bad habits, stop drinking soda, right? It's just an example. I'm not telling you to stop drinking soda, but you should though. It's unhealthy. But a self-development habit would be if you're not into fitness, then starting fitness walks or starting a healthy diet or starting something that would become a pattern in the home so that you don't have to go out of your way to teach your children that vegetables are good. You should eat your greens. Those are the kind of things that you apply on yourself first before expecting your children to like them naturally or unlike them, and then you're going through the whole cycle of, oh, I'm going to force this on you. Because point number four is you don't own your children. They are a trust, they're an amana, and as much as we love them, we cannot abuse our parental rights by pressurizing them or pushing them into compromised situations. And we can discuss that further, but we don't own our children. They are a trust from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and be kind to your children. Number five, I believe, is that everybody is learning on the go. No parent expert can tell you that exactly my parenting formula is going to help solve your parenting situation. Yes, there are blanket advices, and they do work, and there are universal advices, and they do work, but you have to improvise a little bit here and there, because your situation is always unique and always different towards your child. Children and parents are human beings with different personalities, and it will take some smart, intelligent wisdom as well on parents' behalf. So everybody's learning on the get-go. There's no one way to handle any situation. Also, believe in yourself. Yes, we have parenting gurus, and we have self-help books, and we have podcasts, and we have people like myself talking about parenting, but you, the parent, know your child best. And there are abundant stories out there in the world where the doctors or the specialists or the teachers or the mentors said one thing about the child, but the parent knew exactly what their child needed. So be that anchor to your child, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala didn't give that child to that expert. Allah gave that child to you. Have that confidence in yourself, inshallah, and ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for guidance and for help, and do your du'as, inshallah. Also, you have a chance to make a difference in the world as a parent. You can raise the child to be unbiased, to be anti-racist, to be empathetic, to be the kind of entrepreneurs the world needs in this and at the moment, and to be something that you seek out for yourself, or you see in the future of humanity. So yeah, you can start that. You can make the difference, because you're a parent and you're raising children, and you're raising minds and hearts and spirits, inshallah. Also, your childhood story does not dictate your parent story. What does that mean? That means, fortunately for some or unfortunately for others, we might or we might not have had great childhoods. What does that have to do with our parenthood? It means that we do not have to repeat the bad, negative cycles with our children. We can unlearn the negative things and we can incorporate the positivity into ourselves so that we pass it forward in our children. Just because somebody had an abusive childhood does not mean that they're going to become an abusive parent. The self-development, the unlearning, the constant effort to be a better parent can give your child a wonderful childhood story, the one that you probably might have always imagined for yourself, inshallah. And the last one would be that trying constantly to be a better parent is also constantly bringing you closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, because you are following the sunnah of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. How is it possible that the most compassionate human being on earth, who has left us so many examples of how to rear children, how to be around children, how to greet children, how to raise children, if we follow his sunnah, how is it that we won't get closer and be loved by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? Absolutely possible, inshallah. So I hope these points brought in some insight into what should we be doing if you're not doing those things, or what should we continue to do, inshallah. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless all the children everywhere around the world. And inshallah, in the next video, we'll talk some more about how to be a better, kinder parent.